All right, I think we're live. Let me just double check here. Awesome. All right, cool. We are live. Um, all right, so if you can see this, just let me know in the chat box so I know that you're with me, and you can hear me. We're obviously trying this new platform, so I just want to make sure that you guys are with me. So please let me know. I want to talk to you guys today about why we don't take action and why is it that fear is constantly paralyzing these next steps that we want to take. There's a few pieces to this, so I'm going to try to break them down as succinctly as I can. Um, so bear with me as I kind of break down these pieces. The first thing is you may be paralyzed because there's no clarity there. Right? Like you're not clear on what that next action step is, and that can paralyze us. Another thing is just this doubt that always creeps in, and doubt like, am I doing the right thing? What if I do this and it doesn't work out, right? There's a bit of self-doubt and self-judgment. What if I invest in this and it doesn't work out for me? Things in the past that I've done, I've maybe quit on, things like that also paralyze us in the moment. Now, all of this paralyzing happens for a reason. And this is the part that I don't think many people talk about. We look to life to overcome these things or read books about how do I overcome fear or how do I manage to stay into action and all this kind of stuff. But all of that education is basically helping you nothing more than bypass these parts that are doing what they were intended to do, and that is protect you. Because at some point when you were really young, something happened. You may have not even been conscious of it, of when it happened. And when it happened, you got really, really hurt. Maybe you failed at something. Maybe you took a step in one direction and it absolutely blew up in your face, hurt yourself, hurt others, etc. Maybe you were humiliated. Maybe you had your heart broken. Maybe you lost boatloads of money, whatever might have happened, right? And in that moment, the mind said, I'm never going to let you experience that level of pain, disappointment, upset, failure ever again. And right then and there, a little protector came online. And now, every time you want to take that step, if you're someone that deals with, like, I'm not certain, or you deal with, like, I'm not clear, or I need to get more information, I want you to just start to separate yourself from that and start to notice that it's just a protection mechanism. You might be someone that says, I don't know a lot. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's that clarity protector. You might be someone that abuses yourself all the time. Like, I'm not working fast enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not where I should be. I made a video about that the other day. That is also a protection mechanism. You might be someone that's like, it doesn't matter what I do, I never get it right. You might be someone that's like, it doesn't matter how many times I do it, I always start and never finish. All of these are protecting mechanisms. Why? Because if you actually followed through and still didn't get the results, that's when the real pain would hit. So it's infinitely better for your self-preservation to have protectors go out there and stop you from taking action. Now, I want to flip this here because there have been moments in your life where you've taken really powerful, decisive action. And I want you to just to stop here for a moment and think for yourself, like, what had me be so decisive? What had me in these moments take such clear action? And I will offer you this while you're thinking, just something to give you a little hint. It's the information about what that action should be came from a completely different place. That action didn't come from self-preservation. It didn't come from judgment. It didn't come from lack. It didn't even come from having to understand or have clarity. It came from a deeper knowing somewhere in here. It's the thing that made you, maybe had you start a business Maybe had you moved to a different state or country. Maybe had you get in or out of a relationship. It's these things that come from the deepest part of us that everyone around you might go like, dude, what are you doing? You're crazy. Like, why would you ever do this? But because it felt so true to you in that moment, you just made it happen. Now, if we have that ability within us, how is it that we can't tap into it all the time? Why is it that every time we want to produce a result, we still go to the default of, I need to get clarity, I need to know exactly what I'm doing, all that thinking, which if we look at it, kind of gets us into trouble more than actually produces great results. Guy and I were just having this conversation about intuitive learning. Intuitive learning meaning like the ability to learn from within, to intuit your own truth. Because if you're like anybody else out there, and I know I've been guilty of this, when we're stuck, where do we look for answers? We don't go here. Because this is like inspired, once in a million, lightning hit, and I'm going to take action. But why does it have to be this lightning moment thing? Why can't you just tap into that wisdom whenever you want? And the truth is you can. But we've so been programmed from a very, very young age to seek out there, to find the next book or hire the coach or do whatever, find this next step formula, whatever it might be. And then what we're actually getting is someone else's answer that's not our truth. It might be pointing to something, and it might help you and guide you into something, but it's not your truth. 3 years ago, we made a massive shift in the way that we train ourselves and the way that we train our clients. And that is, I'm no longer interested in your answers to my life. And you shouldn't be either. Your truth is your truth. And the only person that can ever provide you that truth is you. So if I were you, I would get a lot more interested and curious about how to tap into that truth versus constantly seek new philosophies, new ideas, new formulas on how to live your life. Because at best, that was perfect for someone at some certain time. How many times have you lived life and what was true for you today wasn't true 5 years ago, and what's true for you today won't be true 5 years from now? What will always be true is your ability to tap inwards and find that place. And that is doable. It just takes practice and it just takes time. Because this speaks very differently than this speaks. And because this is so loud, telling you that you're stupid or too slow or not worthy or whatever it sells to you all day long, you can't even possibly hear this. You may have never even been aware enough to go like, oh my God, that's how this has been communicating with me the whole time. So I want to invite you to come learn how to live from that place, how to find your own truth, how to stop being fearful around taking action, because when you're on your path, the next action steps become so obvious, unarguable with. But it has to come from you. So if you want to find out more about how to do that, starting in 2 days, Friday, we're putting on a live 2-day event called the Intuitive Mind Experience. An event that will take you out of here, show you all of these protectors that have been running your life, and allow you to start tapping into something much, much deeper. Allow you to find that access to that lightning that hits every once in a while, but do it on purpose consciously. So you can head over to satoriprime.com/live. There's only a few more, probably like 24 hours left for you to grab this ticket and grab these seats. And again, I say this on every single video. If for whatever reason you don't absolutely come away like blown away at the experience, get your money back. You got nothing to lose. What I can promise you is that you will have an experience unlike anything else, because we're not interested in you understanding or learning some other new how-to formula, because you've tried them and they work this amount and then they stop working. And then you're out seeking the next. Stop seeking those. Start doing things that will give you your truth and your answers for a lifetime. That's the invitation. So again, head over to storyprom.com/live. Grab your ticket today before they sell out. I hope to see you there. If you have any questions, you can comment here. I'll respond. If you have any issues, you want to follow up anything on it, feel free to ask me. Happy to do that for you, and look forward to connecting with you and seeing you here in a couple days. Have an amazing day.